soft, 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 soft. It's very soft, don't worry, it's foamy foam. Hey guys, so as you can probably tell already, today is going to be a bit of a different video because I'm in my bed and very sleepy. And I've seen other people do videos like this where they do ASMR till they fall asleep, which I don't think is going to be possible for me because I'm someone who finds it really hard to fall asleep, and I won't sleep knowing there's a camera. So I just thought I would do some whispering, some mouth sounds, some hand sounds and hand movements while sleeping, because that might be relaxing for some of you. So I thought I'd take this opportunity of me being sleepy, which is quite rare. It's 4 in the morning, and I'm not usually tired. I go to bed around 6 or 7, which I know is ridiculous, but I am nocturnal at the moment. It's just the way my body is most of the time if I don't have like a reason to be up. So yeah, you can treat this like we're at like I've just adjusted the microphone settings. You can pretend we're like at a sleepover or something. So I'm really tired right now. I have like a really low social battery and I spent like 2 hours talking to my friend and playing games, so that wore me out. Do you like my duvet? It's like a silver birch forest. It's really soft. It's really soft. Soft, soft. It's really soft, 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 soft. It's really soft, soft. It's really soft, it's really soft. And because it's getting hotter, I've changed to a thinner duvet. Because it was getting really hot at night. But this is much better. This is going to be a really horrible video for people that hate the sound of someone breathing. So I'm sorry if that's you. Should I pat your face? Pat, 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 pat. It's very soft, don't worry, it's foamy foam. Pat, 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 pat. Pat, 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 pat. Pat, pat, pat. I'm sorry that this isn't gonna look great because I just have a lamp on and the mic is casting a shadow, but hopefully you're not very relaxed video. Wipe, 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 wipe. Should I put it on you? Okay. So I'm going to chuck that over there. I store all of my filming stuff just down the side of my bed because I have nowhere better to put it. Have you guys been watching any good shows lately? I discovered Shadow and Bone very recently, like a couple weeks ago, last week or something, and I am absolutely obsessed, 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 I'm obsessed, I'm obsessed, I'm obsessed, obsessed. I love it. I've always been a fan of fantasy, things like that, but it really pisses me off that things that, like, Netflix is comparing it to the Hunger Games, and I'm like, it is nothing like the Hunger Games. I just rewatched all the Hunger Games films, and it's nothing like the Hunger Games. They always do that. If something is like YA, they're like, oh yeah, it's like the Hunger Games. It usually isn't. I have the first book, Shadow and Bone, and I really, really, really want to read it. But I have so many other books that I never finished reading that I started sometimes years ago. I'm trying to get through all of those before I start any books in the Creatureverse. I would love to do a Shadow and Bone roleplay as Wylan van Eck. I would love to do that, but I just don't know if I would do it justice. Like, I don't have the props, and I don't have a green screen, and I just worry that I couldn't capture his adorable nature. But I have lots of ideas for it, and it was something I would absolutely love to do. So maybe. This is a weird angle. I basically live in my bed. At school they'd always say, make sure you separate your bed from everything else, like don't revise in your bed, do it at your desk, and things like that. Don't eat in your bed, don't do this in your bed, don't do this in your bed, but I did and do everything in my bed. Like, I don't care. It's just a comfy place to be. Can you guys fall asleep easily? My mum can fall asleep anywhere, anytime. She has many times fallen asleep on the train and like woken up at some random station and had to like get a taxi home or something. And she falls asleep in like the majority of the movies we watch, and just all the time. I have always had a difficulty sleeping. I can't fall asleep unless I am literally exhausted, so that's why I usually stay up pretty late. because I won't take that initiative to go to sleep unless my eyes literally can't stay open anymore. Which is probably a problem. When I was in high school, I would get like 5 hours of sleep every night. So I would go to bed at 2, and then my alarm would go off at 7. And that was my life for like 7 years. Which probably is not very healthy. I'm also someone that can function on very low amounts of sleep. Like, I meet up with people and be like, oh yeah, I got about an hour last night. And they're like, how are you walking? I'm like, I feel fine, I have loads of energy. There was this person, I don't remember his name. I heard about it on QI, which if you don't know is a British TV show. And they were saying he never slept like fully. He would set an alarm and have 20-minute naps or something, like 8 20-minute naps throughout the day or something like that. And that was enough to keep him going. But oh my god, I would hate that. I would hate that. Just always having that sort of sleep where you close your eyes and then your alarm goes off and you are like, I just closed my eyes, how has it been like 4 hours? Sleep, 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 sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Sleep now. Sleep. You're allowed to sleep. You're allowed to rest. You deserve a rest. Even if you've done nothing today, even if you've just sat on your butt and watched TV or read a book, or you feel like you weren't a very good person today. You didn't see anyone. Maybe you said some unpleasant things or did some unpleasant things. Your mind and your body needs to rest, and you deserve it. You deserve it. You. I know I'm looking at you sideways, but believe me. Sleep, 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 sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Any of my CBBS watching, like, did you watch Chris and Boy growing up? And at the end of CBBS, when they weren't showing it anymore, they would sing, the time has come to say good night, to say sleep tight till the morning light. The time has come to say good night, the end of a lovely day. I realised recently that I watched CBBS for a lot longer than I probably should have. That was like socially acceptable. I was talking to my best friend and she was like, oh yeah, I probably stopped watching CBBS when I was about 5. And I was like, oh, I think I was like 14. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm autistic and I like a lot of things that are meant to be like childish, but if there was nothing on CBBC, then I would just watch whatever was on CBBS. You know, it didn't really matter to me that it was tailored to younger kids. You know. And sometimes it's nice to just have something that's not high stakes, that's just really simple, easy on the brain, you know, that has like fun colours in it, and you don't have to think about anything, things like that. And it's like nostalgia as well. sometimes I'll put on the old CBB shows. I watched about an hour of Quiz the other day. Do you guys remember Quiz? That was a great show. That made my little child autistic brain very happy. It feels very fitting to talk about lots of sleep things right now. And I'm very sorry for the fan on my computer. Are you guys believers that dreams mean something? Because I am not. Like, yeah. You know, I have dreams where I'll be doing a show that week, and so I'll have a dream that I'm doing a show and I get on stage and I forget all my lines, or I've never rehearsed anything, or I can't find my costume. Things like that. Like one time, I can't remember what show I was doing. I think it was The Trial by Kafka, and I was playing the lead role. And I think I had a dream that I was in a ballet. Now, I've never done ballet in my life. I love going to the ballet, but I have no ballet skill. And in this dream, I was just sort of thrust onto the stage and expected to know the routine. Like, come on, Sam, we've been rehearsing this for ages now, you know it. And I was just like, oh. And in the dream, I was like, yeah, I know, I've been rehearsing this so long. Why can't I remember these dance moves? So I just sort of got on the stage and just like jumped and span a bit and just sort of hoped for the best. But those are always the worst dreams as a performer. You're like, oh god. I have so many dreams like that. But those are pretty obvious of what they mean, you know, things like that. You know, anxiety dreams, you can usually relate them to real life. But I think that most of the time, dreams don't mean anything. They don't mean anything. They're just an amalgamation of things you see and think throughout the day or the week or your whole life, you know. Because my dreams are insane. Like, I tell people about them and they're like, what the fuck? They're just really, really odd. And not in a way of like, oh my god, I'm so quirky, my dreams are weird. They're just like, I don't know, they're just a bit absurd. They're really absurd. Something that Salvador Dali would make or something. There's sorry, I think I'm doing a lot more rambling than any other triggers, but you know me. Or maybe you don't, but there's like a very famous dream in my family that I had. It's like an infamous dream when I was a kid. I don't remember how old I was, but I must have been no more than 8. And it was a nightmare. But the weird thing about it, I've just realised my septum is at like a really weird angle. Like, the weird thing about it was that it was a 2-part nightmare. A 2-part nightmare. A 2-part nightmare. That's right. And what I mean is that I had a nightmare. I woke up. I went down to my parents' bed and was like, I had a nightmare. I stayed with them for a little bit, and then I went back to bed. And when I fell back asleep, the dream went, welcome back, and then carried on. Like, how fucking spooky is that? It's terrifying. Do you know that bit in the Simpsons movie when Homer's having his epiphany and then like all of his family like raise up on little plinths? It's like doo, 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 doo. It was like that. It was like a pyramid, and then a load of people were like raised up on plinths that I knew, and it was welcome back, and I was like, yeah, was terrifying. It was a really scary dream for like tiny me. Like a lot of like the devil. I remember if you said the word hell, you were sent down to hell, like through like a little trapdoor, and you just go, wow. That was really scary. And there were hula hooping. You know the little Mawam men on the front of a Mawam packet, like they look like little jelly beans or like little pears or something. It was them, and they were like hula hooping in like grass skirts. Terrifying, terrifying. But it became very infamous in my family because I wouldn't stop talking about it. I would tell everyone the entire thing, and it was really, really long, and I remembered every little detail about it. Every little detail about it. And my brother was like, please stop talking about your dream. But it was crazy. I don't think I've ever had a 2-part dream before. You know, I've dreamt where I've woken up and then I've gone, oh no, take me back, and then you can just manage to like put yourself back in, but never like that before. That was pretty spooky. Oh, it's the worst when you're having such a lovely dream. And then you wake up and all you want is to just go back. Just go back. I had one of those recently. My first shadow and bone dream. And it was really, really lovely. Like, the whole dream was just really, really chill. Like, I was just hanging out with people and just chatting about, like, crushes. Like, Jasper and me were, like, besties. We were chilling in a taxi cab and we walked along a river. And it was really, really nice. And I was like, oh, that was just really pleasant. Because usually my dreams are so crazy and over the top. And admittedly, the dream did start with my family being on the run from the law. And me and my brother ducked into, like, a travel agent's and then pretended we were, like, reading, and then it was a children's library, and then it was a supermarket store, and we were in the biscuit section. So yeah, the dream wasn't, empty of weirdness, but it was a dream, so it's not going to be normal. Yeah. But I have had friends who just overanalyze it. Like, I tell them about my weird dream, they're like, this could mean this, and then this, and then this, and I'm like, no, please stop making it into something it's not. It was just a weird thing that my brain conjured up. Okay, it doesn't mean anything. I don't know, maybe you think that dreams mean something, but I usually don't. I think I need to do something about my microphone because I think I need to change the settings when I'm recording or something like that, because it always sounds so good in my headphones, and then I listen back to the audio and it's just not what I hope it is. So, I'm getting sleepy now. Yeah, see, I'm really tired, but there's no way I'm falling asleep. It's just not gonna happen. I find it really difficult to fall asleep if someone's in the room with me, and it feels like someone's in the room with me. I hate sharing a bed. Anytime I've had a sleepover and I've had someone in my bed, I get like 45 minutes of sleep. I can't do it. I can't do it. How many pillows do you guys sleep on? I sleep on 6. So like 3 per side. Because I have a double bed. Double. Everyone who sleeps on my bed is like, Jesus Christ, why do you have so many pillows? I can't sleep like this. otherwise I get head rushes if I'm too flat. It used to be 8 pillows, but I managed to get it down to 6. And then I got used to it, so that was good. I just got a jump scare because I saw myself in the camera. I'm sleepy. I'm wearing a Book of Mormon shirt, as you can not see. There you go, there's the tie. And this says God's favourite musical. I got this when I went to see Book of Mormon for the first time. I've seen Book of Mormon twice. I saw it once in London with my family, and then I went again on my own in Manchester, and then I'm actually going next week again to see it for a third time in London. Because I'm seeing a load of shows, and I thought, I might as well catch a matinee of Book of Mormon while I'm there. Because I saved up a load of my money, and then I got a load of cheap tickets during theatre week. So, on the Wednesday, I am seeing an evening show of Brokeback Mountain, which is a play adaptation of the film, obviously. It's a play with music, apparently. It's not a musical. And it's got Mike Feist as one of the main roles, and I love Mike Feist. So I'm very excited to see that. That was like a last minute thing because I'd already booked the other shows I was seeing. And I thought, it opens the day before I'm supposed to go up. I'm just gonna book it and then add an extra day to my trip. Because I was like, there's no way I'm missing out on it. And my ticket was £75. I've never bought such an expensive theatre ticket, but my wonderful mother agreed to go halvesies with me on it. So I didn't end up having to pay £75. So that's lovely, because I wouldn't have spent that much money if I didn't know my mum was going to do that. Because I don't want to spend that much money on theatre tickets. And then on the Thursday, my brother is taking me to see Back to the Future in the afternoon as a birthday present, because for my birthday in January, his present was that he would take me to go see a London show. So I've seen Back to the Future before. I saw it with my mum. We were like quite high up in the balcony, quite to the side, but my brother splashed out and got us seats in the stalls. We're a bit to the side, but they look like really good seats. And I'm very, very, very excited. And then we're doing a Sherlock escape room, which was one of his birthday presents. And then, yeah, he wants me to like meet his friends or whatever. And then on the Friday, I'm seeing Book of Mormon in the afternoon. And then I am seeing Oklahoma in the evening, which is not something ordinarily I would choose, but everyone's giving it such good reviews, and it's got Arthur Darvill in it, who I love. So hopefully he'll be in it when I go and see it, and it won't be an understudy, but, I'm sure if it is an understudy, it will still be great. But, yeah. And then I come home on the Saturday, because it's Eurovision, baby. I love Eurovision so much. Last year for Eurovision, my parents were out for the evening for a meal with their friends, and they didn't get back till like 11 or 12 o'clock or something. And so we stayed up. We turned all our phones off and stuff so we wouldn't see spoilers of who won. And we stayed up till 6 in the morning watching Eurovision, which was really surprising because I was used to staying up that late because I had a similar sleep schedule to last year that I do now. And my parents managed to stay up, and it was a really good time. But I had prepared a 10-course meal, basically. Well, sort of. I had been cooking for 10 hours. I kid you not. I cooked for 10 hours over 2 days to prep this Eurovision meal, and I did 10 dishes. 10 bit of a cop-out. Very, very, very excited. I got kind of excited talking about it now. I'm less sleepy. It's getting quite hot in here, not gonna lie. But I think I'm probably gonna end this video in a minute. Because I could just ramble on for a long day. But yeah, I did a lot of research on traditional dishes from all of Europe and picked 10 and then found vegan versions of them. And it was great. I always have like this fantasy of living in Norway. That would be nice. Which is why I've got to get my language learning back up to scratch. Oh, it's been so nice seeing feedback on my Norwegian video. All the people saying like that I'm doing well and everything sounded good. It just means so much because I've been learning for 3 years now, and it's nice to know that all of my efforts haven't gone to waste, and I'm really trying to put the work in, and I think I'm getting better. Maybe I should just do some Norwegian whispering and then end the video. There's not much that I can say, but you know. Han liker ikke edderkopper. Jeg spiser frokost. Alltid. I'm so worried of getting stuff wrong. Jeg har 2 katter. It's really hard to just think of random Norwegian sentences. Det langt fra hotellet til flyplassen. I'm pretty sure that means is it far from the hotel to the airport. Maybe I am tired, a bit delirious. That's the thing with my Norwegian courses. It teaches me weird phrases like, are we studying the fish? Or are the fish studying us? And I'm like, when am I ever gonna need to say that in Norway? It's not as bad as school was. Like, I did Spanish for 5 years, right? And if I went to Spain, I would be rubbish. Like, I can tell them that I wear a green jacket for my school uniform and we have a library and my favourite subject is drama. But I can't say, help, I need an ambulance, my friend is bleeding out. Like, or like, could you tell me the way to the fucking hospital? Like, excuse me, which street is this? Like, I can't actually get by in Spain with the language that I have. I mean, I probably could, but like, you know, the school system fucking sucks. And no, we don't need more maths or Rishi Sunak. Whatever. How do I say, are we studying the fish or is the fish studying us? Are we... No, I don't know. Are we studere fisken? Eller fisken studerer oss? It's something like that. I probably got that wrong, but that's okay. That's okay. That's why I'm still learning, baby. I'm still learning. Jeg spiser ikke kjøtt. Og ost og melk else don't I eat? Oh, jag vet inte. I suppose if I became fluent in Norwegian, I could go to Norway, live in Norway, and become a Norwegian actor. That would be fun. I just like picture myself in some Norwegian drama being like, va? 5,000 kroner. I don't know why that's the image I have in my head. I just think that's funny. Like, because my Norwegian knowledge is so small, all I could do in a scene would be like, va? Nej. Men, ja. Men, ja. You know, I could just like one word responses. Men, fisken. But the fish. Okay. I'm gonna go now. It's been 45 minutes. Hopefully you're relaxed. And didn't get like bored by my rambles, because I always say I can talk for England. I'm probably gonna go read. Watch some ASMR maybe. And then go to sleep. 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 So I will see you guys soon. I'll probably upload this quite late after I film it, because I talked a lot about my weekly plans and I don't want that out on the internet. But thank you so much. I don't know when this is going out, but thank you so much for 100 subscribers. That is, it's so nice to have just like this little tiny community. But if you wanted to like message me like for any reason, you can do it through my Instagram, which is just MJASMR12. We can chat. That's chill. Like, talk about anything. Please be like overrated, or that would be great. And yeah, I also have a second channel.